children. I hope that you understood the vocabulary and the grammar from the previous session. That is simple past and past perfect tense and tense. Today let us begin with the B reading of our first unit, that is the duck and the kangaroo. Before going into the poem, I would like to ask you 3 questions. First one, as if now the situation around us is in lockdown, isn't it? How do you feel during this lockdown period? The second question is, after lockdown, what do you want to do? And the third question is, do you like to have a world trip or a world tour? For the first question, the answer is, yeah. During this situation, we feel boredom by sitting in the house all the day. Second one, after lockdown, we want to go out and meet our friends and relatives. And third one, yes, we really like to visit the wonderful places which is around our world, isn't it? Now, similarly, this poem is related to the boredom by the duck. Where do you observe the ducks? Actually, yes, we observe the ducks near the ponds. Okay? Now, coming into the poem, The Duck and the Kangaroo, which was written by Edward Lear. And about the poem, in page number 80, I will be reading a few lines. Edward Lear was a British artist, illustrator, author and poet, renowned today primarily for his literary nonsense in poetry and prose. He is both poet and a prose writer. In his childhood, he suffered from ill health. After long decline in health, he died of heart disease. His principal areas of work as an artist were threefold: as a draftsman employed to illustrate birds and animals, making colored drawing during his journeys as an author. Lear is principally known for his popular nonsense works rather than as a traveler writer. This shows a great ability to use with relish the sound of real and invented English words. The poem, The Duck and the Kangaroo, is a poem which is touch of light humor. The poem, The Duck and the Kangaroo, the poem revolves around the 2 characters, that is the duck and the kangaroo, and it is completely with a poem of humor and a hilarious one. Going to the poem, let us have a short summary of the poem. The duck in the poem is confined within the limits of the pond and it feels boredom. Now, duck wants to travel around the world. It sees the kangaroo and the duck requests the kangaroo to take it on to a trip. And kangaroo agreed to the request and both find the solutions to the problems which they would face for the world. Now, let us begin with the poem. First stanza. The duck and the kangaroo. Said the duck to the kangaroo, "Good gracious, how you hop over the fields and the water too, as if never would stop. My life is a bore in this nasty pond, and I long to go out in the world beyond. I wish I could hop like you," said the duck to the kangaroo. Now see what the duck is telling to the kangaroo. How the kangaroo moves? It moves by hopping. It walks by hopping. Okay. Now this duck is observing the kangaroo, how it is hopping. And it came near to the kangaroo and saying, "Good gracious, how you hop over the fields and the water too." In the fields and in the water also, you hop like anything, that it would never stop. And it is comparing kangaroo life to the duck's life and saying that my life is a bore in this nasty pond. Nasty means dirty. It is feeling very dirty. It is feeling very bored in this dirty pond. And it is wishing to go out in the world beyond. Now the duck is feeling very bored in this dirty pond. Nasty means dirty. Nasty. Okay. In the dirty pond, it is feeling very bored and it wants to go out in the world. It wants to have a trip in the world. I wish I could hop like you, said the duck to the kangaroo. Now what it is saying, if it can hop like the kangaroo, it might be going to have a world trip beyond, the world beyond. Now coming to the second stanza. Please give me a ride on your back, said the duck to the kangaroo. I would sit quite still and say nothing but quack the whole of the long day through, and we would go to the Dee and the Jelly Bully, over the land and over the sea. Please take me a ride, oh do, said the duck to the kangaroo. Now what it is saying? Now it is saying how you hop very nicely, that you can go wherever you want to go, like in the fields, in the water, or wherever you want. The duck is also want to go out like kangaroo. So the duck is requesting kangaroo to have a ride on its back. Ride means what? A short journey. A short journey. It wants a short journey on kangaroo's back, said the duck to the kangaroo. Actually, what do the duck says? You know what do animals says? Okay. What do duck says? Duck says quack quack, isn't it? So what it is saying? I will be having a short journey on your back. I will sit very quietly on your back and say nothing but quack. The whole of the long day through, the whole day I will be sitting very silently and I will be having a short ride on your back and nothing but only I say quack. And would go to the Dee and the Jelly Bully. Dee and the Jelly Bully are the imaginary places of the poet. There are nothing places like called Dee and the Jelly Bully. Those are the two places which is imagined by the poet. They want to go to the Dee and the Jelly Bully. Please take me a ride, oh do, said the duck to the kangaroo. Over the land, over the seas, over the water, over the fields, wherever the kangaroo goes. The duck also want to go around the world. Now it is requesting by saying that please take me a ride, oh do, said the duck to the kangaroo. Now coming to the third stanza. Now till now duck is saying to the kangaroo, by listening these words, now the kangaroo is saying to the duck. Said the kangaroo to the duck, this requires some little reflection. Perhaps on the whole it might bring me luck. And there seems but one objection, which is, if you will let me speak so bold, your feet are unpleasantly wet and cold and will probably give me the rheumatiz, said the kangaroo. Now what the kangaroo is saying to the duck, you ask your wish that you want to go ride on my back. But this requires a little time to think about that. Reflection means thought. Now I want to take a careful thought that if we go around the world, what the situations may face by the kangaroo and the duck, it should think about that. It is asking some time to think about this. To go around the world, they should have some preparation. Without any preparation, they can't go anywhere. Same like we also, we have to be prepared to do anything. Similarly, it is also thinking about the preparation. Otherwise, the problem should be faced when going to the world beyond to have a trip. So, it is asking a little bit of time. While going to the world tour, they should be prepared. If not so, they will be facing so many problems, and this kangaroo is asking some time to think about that. Again it is saying, perhaps if we go on a tour, maybe this trip would bring me a luck. And there seems but one objection. But perhaps it brings me a luck, obviously. But I have one objection. What is that objection by the kangaroo? Which is, if you let me to speak so bold, please give me time to speak frankly about that objection. What is that? Your feet are unpleasantly wet and cold. Always the duck's feet will be wet and cold and would probably give me the rheumatiz, said the kangaroo. What is rheumatiz? Rheumatiz, a disease that pains the muscles and joint pains. The muscles and joint pains. Because of the wet and cold of the duck's feet, maybe the wetness or the coldness will bring a rheumatiz to the kangaroo. It is thinking about that. For that, what is the duck is saying? Next stanza. Said the duck, as I sat on the rocks, I have thought over that completely, and I bought 4 pairs of worsted socks, which fit my web feet neatly. And to keep out the cold, I will bought a cloth, and every day a cigar I'll smoke, and to follow my own dear true love of a kangaroo. What it is saying now? I have thought over that completely. I have prepared about the world trip completely by sitting on the rock the whole day. I was sitting on the rock and I was thinking of that completely. For that wet and coldness, I have bought some 4 pairs of worsted socks. Worsted socks means woolen socks. Now we bought 4 pairs of woolen socks which fit my web feet neatly. Web feet means feet that have toes connected to membrane. There are some animals like duck or a hen. We observe that their toes are connected to the membranes. Okay. Now it want to cover its feet. It bought 4 pairs of woolen socks, and to keep out the cold, I have bought a cloth. Cloth means sweater in the glossary. A coat that protects from cold. Similar to like sweater, shrug, shawl, etc. It's I have bought a cloth and also a woolen socks, and every day a cigar I will smoke. It is promising that in order to maintain a heat from inside, it will have a smoke of a cigar, and it is assuring that it will follow everything by duck itself. Dear, it is true, everything and follow by myself, because for the love of the kangaroo, because you are taking me ride on your back, so everything I will be prepared, and I won't let you to bring any rheumatiz or any other diseases because of my wet and coldness feet. Okay. Now, after listening to the duck's condition and everything, now what the kangaroo is saying. Said the kangaroo, I am ready, all in the moonlight pale, but to balance me well. Dear duck, sit steady, and quite at the end of my tail. So away they went with a hop and a bound, and they hopped the whole world 3 times round. And who so happy, oh who, as the duck and the kangaroo. Now what the kangaroo is saying by listening to the duck's word, I am ready, because you have got woolen socks and you have to maintain heat. In order to maintain heat, you are having a smoke of a cigar and you are bringing a cloak. By listening to all these things, what kangaroo is saying, then I am ready, all in the moonlight pale. So on that day of the moonlight pale means light in color. How the moonlight appears in the night? It appears very light in the color. In that moonlight pale, they started to have a word to it. And now the kangaroo is saying, but to balance me well, in order to hop correctly, in order to balance you, dear duck, sit steady, and quite at the end of my tail, sit near to my tail. So away they went with a hop and bound. Bound means movement towards or over something, same like hop. So with hop and a bound, they went on, and they hopped the whole world 3 times round. And who's so happy, oh who. Now they started in the moonlight pale. Then it is requesting duck to sit steady and to sit near the tail. They started by hopping and they went to the whole world 3 times, and not 1 time round, not 2 times round, but they had a world trip for 3 times round, and they are very happy. These are the 2 animals who are very happy by going to the world trip by 3 times round when compared to the other animals, and the duck as the duck and the kangaroo. So this is the poem. You go through this stanza. The glossary. First one, long, want or wish. Hop, move by jumping. Ride, a short journey. Reflection, thought. Bold, frank. Rheumatism, a disease that pains the muscles and joint pains. Web feet, feet that have the toes connected to membrane. Cloth, a coat that protects from cold. Nasty, dirty. Pale, light in color. Bound, movement towards or over something. Worsted, woolen. Okay, go through the meanings of the textbook, as well as I have given more meanings on the stanza. There is a theme in the stanza. Okay, now how many stanzas we have in this poem, The Duck and the Kangaroo? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have written on the board that we have 5 stanzas: first, second, third, fourth and fifth, and each stanza has its own theme of the stanza. Okay, now when we read about the first stanza, now said the duck and the kangaroo, good gracious, how you hop over the fields and the water too, as if you never would stop. My life is a bore in the nasty pot, and I long to go out in the world beyond. I wish I could hop like you, said the duck to the kangaroo. By reading this stanza, we can have a theme on that the duck is having a wish of the duck to hop like kangaroo. Now coming to the second stanza, please give me a ride on your back, said the duck to the kangaroo. I would sit quite still and say nothing but quack the whole of the long day through, and we would go to the Dee and the Jelly Bully. Over the land and over the sea, please take me a ride, oh do, said the duck to the kangaroo. In the second stanza, we can know about the theme that it is asking to have a ride on the kangaroo back. So it is requesting the kangaroo to have a ride. Now coming to the third stanza, said the kangaroo to the duck. This requires some little reflection. Perhaps on the whole, it might bring me luck. And there seems but one objection, which is, if you will let me speak so bold, your feet are unpleasantly wet and cold and would probably give me the rheumatism, said the kangaroo. Now what it is saying in the third stanza, it is saying some conditions to the duck. Conditions to the duck. Now coming to the fourth stanza. Said the duck, as I sat on the rocks, I have thought over that completely, and I bought 4 pairs of woolen socks, which fit my web feet neatly, and to keep out the cold, I have bought a cloth, and every day a cigar I will smoke, all to follow my own dear, true love of a kangaroo. After giving conditions to the duck, now duck is giving assurance to the kangaroo. In the fourth stanza, the theme is assurance. Assurance of comfort. Assurance of comfort. Now coming to the fifth stanza. Said the kangaroo, I am ready, all in the moonlight pale, but to balance me well, rear duck, sit steady, and quite at the end of my tail. So away they went with a hop and a bound. And they hopped the whole world 3 times round. And who so happy, oh who? Said the duck and the kangaroo. Now, in this stanza, the theme is first you can see that the wish of the duck. Second, the requesting to have a ride by the duck to the kangaroo. Now, conditions to the duck by the kangaroo. Now, assurance of comfort by the duck to the kangaroo. In the fifth stanza, they were very happy by going to the world trip for 3 times round. So, here they had a fulfillment of desire. Otherwise, accomplished the desire. In all the poems, in each and every stanza, we find a theme in each stanza. In the same way, we had 5 stanzas in our poem Duck and the Kangaroo, and the themes of the 5 stanzas. You go through this and write a short summary of the poem The Duck and the Kangaroo. And your task is write a short summary on the poem The Duck and the Kangaroo. Okay? Write a short summary. Go through the meaning, stanzas and themes, and you write the summary of the poem. Listen to the tune and the rhythm for the first stanza. Said the duck to the kangaroo, good gracious, how you hop over the fields and the water too, as if you never would stop. My life is a bore in this nasty pond, and I long to go out in the world beyond. I wish I could hop like you, said the duck to the kangaroo. Children, now you make the rhythm and a tune of your own to the rest of the stanzas. Until then, have a nice day. Thank you.